Guys, to Ludaguna. Now we all know there's a lot of words to be said about the media. I've refrained from making this video for a while, but I've seen Ray Wilkins, forgive me for my language, but quite frankly, chatting shit. Like he said, why didn't, sorry about the noise, guys. He said, why didn't United sign Michael Keane as opposed to Lindelof? Lindelof's achieved nothing. Firstly, the guy's achieved. It's okay if people don't know the guy. He can't know every footballer, but that's not what you're saying. The guy has achieved more in football than you. I mean, you've won the FA Cup. You've won the Scottish Premier League. He's won he's won the Portuguese league. He's lifted something with his country, and he's 23. He's joining one of the biggest clubs in the world under Jose, who more than likely is going to win something at United. So he's going to add more trophies to his cabinet. So what is your problem? Like, I'm tired of people saying things like that. And when you've got Stuart Pearce, who many years ago or whatever said Dennis Bergkamp's a flop. You've got Danny Murphy saying dumb shit all the time. Gina saying dumb shit all the time. Alan Shearer saying dumb shit. Chris Sutton saying dumb shit. Michael Owen saying dumb stuff all the time. Michael Owen's probably the best example. What did he say? He said stuff. This is a man who said stuff like, normally the team who has scored the most goals wins. It's hit his elbow, but it's not a handball. Liverpool won the Europa League last year. Just forever waffling, forever knee-jerking and things like that. Then you've got Mr. Paul Merson. When Hull got Marco Silva, he said, "What's he done? I could have won. I could have done his achievement in the sense that he won the Greek Premier League." Merson, what league can you win? You couldn't even do anything with them lower league English sides when you was a manager. Are you drunk? You're speaking nonsense. You can't do anything but waffle and gamble. Stop chatting nonsense, because it's not racist, but it does have some sort of undertone. You constantly see things like this. Why couldn't we do this? Why couldn't we do that? Well, come on. In regards to Lindelof, the guy is just starting his career. The guy's coming from a relatively crap league in Portugal, no offence. I'm not talking about the talent, but the competitive nature of it. I mean, it's nowhere near the Premier League. He's coming to a faster league. He's got a decent pedigree already. He's going to play under Jose Mourinho, who, if there's anything the guy knows, is how to defend. If there's any players he knows how to improve, it's defenders. If there's any young players he gives chances to, it's defenders. And what I've said in the previous opening of this video, it makes me mad. Then you've got Harry Redknapp saying things like, oh, Wes Morgan should have an England cap. I love Gary Redknapp, but come on, what kind of nonsense is that? The guy's played how many games for Jamaica? You've got his son Jamie Redknapp consistently saying dumb stuff. All he knows, literally, it could be Manchester Derby. His only input will be Dele Alli. That's legitimately it. But you've got Jamie Redknapp saying that, oh, Victor Moses is a young English talent. The guy is 24, 25, played over 20 times for Nigeria. It's this sort of lazy commenting that gets to me. I mean, granted, we know these guys are ex-footballers and they've seen certain things we'll never see in regards to behind-the-scenes dressing rooms and stuff. But just because you played the game does not mean you necessarily know what you're talking about. And it can't be the only minimum requirement. In regards to Paul Merson, which makes the thing about English managers even more stupid, he then referred to Thierry Henry. Come on now. Come on. I don't need to explain to you guys why that is nonsense. It just really frustrates me. Like, fair enough. If he thinks Lindelof, they could have went for an English talent, fair enough. But what was said when Manchester City went 50 million for John Stones? Less than Lindelof. I'm so sure Ray Wilkins didn't say this nonsense. Consistently coming out and saying nonsense. It's not just him. Like I've mentioned the names. It's just lazy commenting, and it's a real spit in the fans of honest football fans. Whether you're paying these ridiculous Sky bills or BT bills, or you're trying to stream, or you just downright love the game, or you're going to matches and paying over minimum 1,000 plus for a season ticket, however much whatever club you support, and you're watching this page charges for normal tickets, game by game basis. It's a spit in the face that they can have these lazy commentators, and they just can't. Like, do they do their homework? Do they actually do their homework? And what is sad, because they are ex-footballers or whatnot, people are going to take their word for gospel. If they say the sky is blue, they're going to believe it. If me or you watching this say the sky is blue, no, is it turquoise? Oh, it might even be purple. It's not that, blah, blah, blah. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Majority of football fans, it's not their fault. They don't know the inner sides of football, so they're going to fall for this nonsense. Not only that, and Robbie Savage as well, I'm going to throw him into that. It's not even that. Half of these footballers, they were playing how many years ago, and they didn't really achieve anything. Like, they're mediocre accomplishments. I'm not saying you have to be a world-class player to commentate on football, but you'd think these guys have won the Champions League 10 times, 11 times. You think they've won the World Cup. You think they've done everything, managed everything, done everything. Football is the only game or the only profession where guys that haven't achieved anything can criticize people that are seasoned vets. And it really does bug me. There's a difference between fair criticism and just downright bullshit. And this is what we constantly see in the English media. And Ray Wilkins has really rattled me with that nonsense. It's not racist, but there is some sort of condescending tone when people come out and make comments like this. Oh, we could have done this for the English player. We could have done that. Get over it. They scouted Lindelof. They thought Lindelof was good enough. His pedigree looks good enough. His CV looks good enough. His promise looks good enough. And even with these English players, 9 times out of 10, they're inflated. You see fees of 28 million plus for Michael Keane. Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the league, like us, like Spurs, like Liverpool, like City, etc. Anyone bids for these English players, on top of already inflated fee, it's going to go up even more. So you can forgive them. Added to that, they've done their homework on Lindelof. Lindelof was even meant to come in January until Benfica dug their heels in. Sorry. It's just nonsense. Like it's just nonsense. There's a difference between fair criticism and then there's not. And don't even let me get onto BT's Champions League team. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to mention it. But you've got people mentioning that a corner flag is a corner flag. I mean, it is nonsense. You've also got Tony Adams. Tony Adams, he constantly coming out with nonsense. Really, of course, he's got a book deal and he's got some sort of agendas to push. But he's got things coming out and saying things like, oh, why did they sign Mesut? Why did Arsenal sign Mesut Ozil when they have Jack Wilshere? Look at Mesut Ozil and look at Jack Wilshere. Come on. You guys know I love Jack Wilshere, and I started this channel because of Jack Wilshere going on long because I was angry with it. But come on now. Come on, I'm not even going to get into specifics of that. Come on. Whether you like Jack Wilshere or not, you understand why that's stupid as hell. But guys, I'm not even going to this isn't worth talking about anymore, to be honest. I'm signing out. That just really annoys me, these commentators just coming out with nonsense consistently. Anyways, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Yeah, there's not much more to be said on that front.